Hi everybody, it's Lila here. I have some super exciting news for you. I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory so you understand how important this is to me to share this with you. So about 24 years ago, I read this book and it completely transformed my life. It completely changed the way I saw everything. I mean, everything. I could no longer use any excuse not to be the best version of myself, or at least not to aim to be the best version of myself. So about 24 years ago, I went to this psychic and she was reading this book. And she told me, she goes, this book will only appear to people who are ready for it. And because it's so sacred. And I'm like, all right, okay, great. And when I got home, guess what I did? I ordered it. I had to call Barnes & Noble because we didn't have Amazon back then. And I ordered the book. I never received it. I ordered it again. They said, okay, we'll ship it out again for free. I never received it. I called again. And they said, well, now you're going to have to pay for it. And I thought, you know what? At the time, it was like $90-something. I thought, no, that's okay. I'll just wait, whatever. And I just lost interest, and that was it. One day, I'm coming home. About a year and a half later, I kid you not, I'm coming home, and it's starting to rain. I thought, you know what? It would be kind of nice to just go get a book and read. So I thought I'd go home, pick up the children, and we'll have some hot chocolate. When I get home, the book was there. I could not believe it. So, of course, I started to read it. It took me a full year to complete it. And it wasn't even that thick, but each page was laden with so much information that I had to put it down. Like I could only read maybe 3 or 4 pages and put it down. I literally read 3 books in between. And when the books in question were like questionable books, like trashy novels, it was something so far removed from what I was reading because I had to get out of that space in order to, I guess, absorb it on some level. It's kind of weird why I did that. But anyway, I did. And the book was amazing. So I read that book a couple of times in the last 25 years. And I just found out through a friend of mine that it is on YouTube and it's for free. So I'm so excited to share this with you. And I'm listening to it again, and I'm listening to things that I didn't even read or that I didn't absorb at the time, and things that are so applicable for this day and age now. So do yourself a favor if you can. Go online and go on YouTube and listen to it if you don't get the book. And let me also tell you that this was predicted by Edgar Cayce. If you don't know who he is, do yourself a favor and find out. His last name is spelled Cayce. He's an amazing, he was an amazing prophet. Well, they called him the sleeping prophet. And he was raised in the 1920s. And he predicted that there was going to be a book by the end of the 20th century that was the closest thing to the truth. And he actually named the author. And coincidentally, the author of this book didn't even want to use his name because he's not a writer. He's actually a monk, and he didn't want to put his name out there. But he wouldn't have been able to get distribution unless he did. And it was the same name that Edgar Cayce predicted. So it's super exciting. And if you are looking for answers and you just want one place to go to, and this is beyond the external stuff. This is beyond learning about ascension and chakras and manifestation, all that stuff. That's all great, and we need to learn all that stuff, I guess, if you feel the need to. But this book just hones it all in, and it just gives you so much clarity. So excited about it. So the book is called, I'm going to give you time to get your pen or paper or pencil or whatever. Okay, it's called The Children of the Law of One, The Lost Civilization of Atlantis. Why the long title? Don't know, because it really doesn't have a whole lot to do with Atlantis, but it is an amazing book. It is so good. And again, like I don't know if I mentioned it, but it is a story about a man who goes to a monastery for 3 years, and it's everything he learned in those 3 years. So have a great day, and I hope you get it. If you don't, that's okay too. And but I know that if you do, a lot of it will resonate with you. Have a great day.